Our brains are incredible organs. They are constantly working to make sense of the world around us. One of their most important jobs is decision-making. Every choice we make, from the simplest to the most complex, involves our brains. The prefrontal cortex, located right behind our foreheads, is key for higher-level thinking. This brain region helps us plan, weigh options, and make rational choices. It acts like an internal conductor, guiding our actions based on logic and reasoning, but decisions aren't always purely rational. This is where the limbic system comes in. Nestled deeper in the brain, it's responsible for our emotions. When we feel joy, fear, or anxiety, the limbic system is hard at work. Emotions powerfully influence our choices. Imagine facing a risky situation. Your limbic system might flood your body with fear, pushing you to choose the safest option, even if it isn't the most logical one. Our brains are wired to process information efficiently. This process begins with sensory input. Our eyes, ears, and other senses take in information from the environment. Imagine the smell of freshly baked cookies. This sensory data is then relayed to the brain for cognitive evaluation. The prefrontal cortex comes into play here, analyzing the information and comparing it to past experiences. You might recall your grandmother's famous chocolate chip cookies. Finally, based on this evaluation, our brain forms preferences. These preferences guide our choices. If you loved your grandmother's cookies, your brain might urge you to grab one. However, emotions can significantly color this process. They can create biases in how we interpret information. For example, if you're feeling stressed, you might perceive a neutral situation as threatening. This can lead to decisions driven by anxiety rather than logic. Our brains rely on mental shortcuts known as cognitive biases to simplify decision-making. These biases are like rules of thumb that help us navigate the complexities of life. While often helpful, they can also lead to flawed judgments. One common bias is framing. The way information is presented can significantly impact our choices. For instance, we're more likely to buy a product advertised as 90% fat-free than one labeled as 10% fat, even though they're the same. Another powerful bias is anchoring. This refers to our tendency to rely heavily on the first piece of information we receive, the anchor. Imagine negotiating the price of a used car. The seller's initial offer, even if unreasonably high, can anchor your perception of the car's value. While we can't eliminate cognitive biases, understanding them is the first step to making better decisions. Here are some practical tips. First, be aware of your emotions. If you're feeling overwhelmed, take a step back and postpone important decisions until you're calmer. This allows your prefrontal cortex to regain control. Second, seek diverse perspectives. Talk to people with different viewpoints. This can help you break free from your own biases and see the situation from multiple angles. Third, don't rush the process. Take your time to gather information and weigh your options carefully. Avoid making snap judgments based on incomplete data. Lastly, reflect on your decisions. Analyze both your successes and failures. What factors influenced your choices? What could you have done differently? Learning from your experiences is crucial for improving your decision-making skills. By understanding how our brains make decisions, we empower ourselves to make smarter choices. Recognizing the influence of emotions, biases, and external factors allows us to navigate the complexities of life with greater clarity and purpose.
If you enjoyed the video, please like, share, comment, and subscribe.